Hey guys, welcome back to 𝘿𝙬𝓷𝓰𝓵. Today we have a new deck for you called the Single Musketeer, featuring our Perrserker, Galarian Perrserker, and Dialga, Single Strike Dialga. We have Mustard for our Emboar. We're using a lot of different cards in this deck. We have our Single Strike Scroll of Fanged Dragon to do 300 damage. You have to discard all energies though, so make sure you keep that in mind. Be aware that you have to discard everything, and you can't actually use Experience Share if you discard all of your energy cards. So make sure you use your Scroll of the Fanged Dragon at the last minute as your final knockout hit. We only have one copy anyway, so it's not going to make much difference. But if we get it at the right time, if we're lucky enough, that one copy is going to help us a lot. So the main play for this deck is basically Experience Share. First thing we have to do is basically, obviously, call to muster with our Galarian Perrserker, attach 2 energies from the deck to any of our bench Pokemon, and then any of our Pokemon in any way we like actually, but it's better to attach to one each on each of your bench Pokemon. Spread your energies around so that you get to use your Experience Share. Once you attach them, we can only fit 4 copies obviously, but Experience Share is the main, the key card for this deck, because if we don't have it in time, if we don't bring it out in play fast enough, it's not gonna do well. You know, this deck is not gonna be that good anymore. But we have 1 copy of Raihan just in case we get stuck, and we have no Houndooms for this deck, 0 Houndooms, just because we need Metal and Psychic energy for our heavy impact to work. You can actually use Chrono Wind for triple colorless energy, but we're not planning on using that attack. We are planning on using heavy impact for this deck and trying to work the new, what do you call that, Galarian Perrserker from Fusion Strike, the new Fusion Strike card. We're trying to make it work with this single strike combo. And here comes Frostmoth. We got no energies, fortunately. We're gonna do our 3rd Dialga, bench that. Maybe a Marnie or a Research. I'm actually eyeing to use that Research. There we go. And we got the Perrserker. And Meowth has the stellar ability Evolution Roar, which allows you to evolve much easier. That means you have your 4 copies of Incense reserved for Bronzong, which is actually making the deck much more smoother to play, because Bronzong gets to evolve fast, Perrserker gets to evolve fast. We have 3 copies of Meowth, so we have 4 VIP Pass and 4 Quick Ball, so it's quite easy to bring out fast, to basically set up your basic Pokemons fast, and then use your Call to Muster by your 2nd turn. If you can switch it into play, we only have 3 switch cards in this deck by the way, so only 2 Bird Keeper and 1 Escape Rope. So if you get stuck with the Dialga to start with, it's not good. We have 3 copies of Meowth though, so we're using Call to Muster right now. Add 2 Metal energies onto the bench. We got Experience Share 2 in play. Let's hope they don't play Tool Scrapper. Tool Scrapper is gonna totally destroy this deck, but if you can fit in a Grand Ball, that would be great. But I don't think we have the space for that card, because Grand Ball actually helps you retrieve your tool cards. If they use a Tool Scrapper, if they play another one though, it's not gonna help out, right? It's not gonna help at all, because Experience Share, you're passing the turn, giving your opponent the chance to use the Tool Scrapper before they do the knockout. So if they can do it before they knock you out, you can't use Experience Share's effect at all. So Experience Share is probably the most risky tool card ever to play. And we're gonna pause the Sobble here. We could actually kill the Frostmoth, but they have a Snom already, so might as well just kill the Sobble. We should have just reserved the boss order for later though, because they haven't even benched an Intelleon yet. If they bench an Intelleon, we could have used the boss order, heavy impact, knockout a bench Intelleon. But they could have a big charm though, so we can't actually knock it out if they do attach a big charm. They have heavy impact for 210 damage only. We need Emboar to add 30 more damage. We have no single strike energy in this deck, so Emboar is our only hope. But we have a lot of cards to be able to play that card. We have 3 Mustards, 1 Gear, and 2 Emboars inside the deck. Could be in the prize card though. So we have no rods in this deck, but we can actually attack with Emboar. We can attack with anything. We can attack with Heavy Bang. I think that's the name of Perrserker's attack. 80 damage for 3 colors. So Perrserker can also attack. Bronzong can attack 70 damage, not bad. If you are stuck with nothing else to attack with, you can still attack with those cards. You can attack with Emboar as well, 160 damage. Emboar, I can't remember the attack, but you get to do 30 extra damage for your Emboar as well. So 160 for 4 energies though, not that good. But you can also use your single strike scroll of the Fanged Dragon on your Emboar. You can attach the scroll to your Emboar and use it to do 300 damage. So that's not bad as well. And here comes Intelleon. They finally got it. They discarded 2 Cheryl, which is good news. Okay. Here comes the first one. If they can air balloon, they can attack us, right? Oh, no air balloon, thank God. So they gave us another extra turn. They're giving us a lot of turns here. So we're gonna move that to the bench and then transfer the metal to the active so that we get to save our energy cards. But I think we're gonna have to put all on the active though if we want to do a knockout. Because we're not a metal type, we can't actually knock out the Frostmoth. So might as well just knock it out right now. Heavy impact. If they kill us, we at least get to Raihan and search for... If they don't use a Marnie, we get to use a Raihan. They don't have Intelleon, no Sobbles on the bench, so that's great. We killed the Sobble. So they have a lot of Pokemon cards here. They are playing Intelleon, the baby Intelleon, and the V card Intelleon. They got the Suicune for against the Citywide against Altaria, obviously. And they got Zigzagoon in the deck as well. As you will see later, they are going to bring out the Zigzagoon later. And they got so many Pokemon cards, so it's not that good to play that many Pokemon cards unless you have like a lot of Sobbles, level ball, then you can actually, you know, get your trainer cards easily. But if you're unlucky though, it can still happen. Even if you have that many Sobbles in your deck, you may not be able to bench it early. So there's always a risk playing that many Pokemon cards in the deck and so few trainer cards. So here comes the big charm. We can't knock it out with one hit. We're gonna have to use a mustard to be able to pull it off. But if they evolve, they're gonna have to evolve though if they want to hope to win the game, because they need to snipe our Pokemons. We're doing a 2-hit knockout to draw 3 prize. They're doing a 1-hit knockout to draw 1 prize at a time unless they evolve into a VMAX. So if they evolve, we're actually hoping that they do. We can actually, and they didn't bench another V card, so that's good. No V card on the bench, but they can actually attack with Suicune though, so we have to watch out for that. We have 1 Bronzor in this deck, so we can kill the Intelleon if they bench it later. So I think I'm just gonna go for the one without experience share, obviously. We're gonna do Raihan, we're gonna bench Meowth. We can actually Raihan for anything. We should be using Raihan for a supporter card though, because we have a dead hand. So we can actually get a mustard with a Raihan. If we have another Emboar inside the deck, because we have no rod, if we discard everything, we're done. So we're gonna do Chrono Win. It's not good to do Chrono Win though, because they can evolve and erase the effect. So might as well just do Heavy Impact right now. Heavy Impact, and then we got the Raihan for the extra energy. I think we actually attached another energy with the Raihan. I'm not sure what we did. Oh, I'm gonna have to attach an energy right now, because I can't use Chrono Win. They're gonna evolve. It's very obvious. It's very easy to evolve, right? Oh my god. Okay, I got a Bruno. That's weird. I had to do an energy though. So we have no more Emboars in the deck, apparently. So Mustard is not gonna help anymore. But I don't think we need it anymore, unless they bench another one, and we just need to Bronzor the Crobat, right? If we knock out the VMAX, we just need to Bronzor the Crobat. So So we got the Bruno, and oh, we're transferring. Oh, we can actually transfer, right? I forgot. So it doesn't matter what we Raihan to, we can actually transfer. I forgot, my bad. So heavy impact, turn in 10 damage, and then we get to save those 2 energies if they knock us out. And then all we need is Bruno for an energy, and then we can actually bench the Perrserker, the Meowth the next turn. Knock out the VMAX. I like the last 2 prize cards somehow. They got the second one though. So I don't think benching that many basic on the bench is that healthy, but if we bench it and evolve fast enough before they do the snipe, we can actually avoid the knockout. But if they snipe, we're giving them extra prize cards though. So think carefully whether to bench or not, because we're only 60 HP. Meowth and Bronzor actually dies very easily. It's not 70 HP. Even if it's 70, they got 𝘿𝙬𝙗𝓚, they got Intelleon quick shooting, so you have to be very careful against a bench snipe deck, against any Intelleon decks really. We got a I think we got metal. I don't think we need the psychic. We discarded Raihan though, so we should be saving the psychic energy, but we can't move the psychic energy. That's the bad thing. So we save the psychic. We can actually attack with Bronzong, but it's better just to use Chrono Wind, knock it out, and then hope they don't destroy our Intelleon. They don't destroy our Dialga later. We should be benching the one without the experience share, and then hope to get 1 energy. We just need 1 energy with Bruno. We should have saved a metal energy, and then we don't have to worry about the Bruno, right? We should discard something first. Empty the hand. We should actually use Perrserker. We should use Evolution Roar to discard the VIP Pass and Incense, but oh well. And we got Capture. Another experience share, that's great. Sometimes that card doesn't show up that easily, even though we are playing 4 copies. We do have, I want to remind you guys, 4 copies of this experience share card. So it should be turning up quite easily, but we have no way, no Skyla, no Peony to get those tool cards out. So it's quite risky. We only have Research, Mustard. We're not drawing a lot with Mustard or Marnie, so it's quite difficult to get it out sometimes. But if you do get it out fast enough, you can actually do a lot with those experience shares. Okay, if we knock it out right now, we can save 1 energy because we have no basic, only 1 basic on the active. So they are very likely gonna knock us out later, the next turn right now, because they have an air balloon. They just need evolution. They don't even need an evolution, but it's better to evolve right now. And they didn't put the Frostmoth. Why didn't they do that? They should have put the Frostmoth. That was weird. Oh, I think they did a Hydro Snipe. They did a Hydro Snipe, knock out the bench. I'm giving off spoilers here, sorry guys, I shouldn't give off spoilers. But they did a Boss Order and Hydro Snipe this turn. So 𝘿𝙬𝙗𝓚 on the Bronzong. They can actually hit the Bronzong twice with the VMAX. That was a huge mistake though on their part. Like, why didn't they put Frostmoth as the active? That was a big fat mistake. I don't think they have any supporter cards in their hand. Still, you may top deck a supporter card though. You never know what you are gonna top deck, right? It's always safer to put Frostmoth as the active. So Hydro Snipe, knockout 1. They just need 3 more prize. They need 3 more hits though. If we don't evolve Perrserker, if we don't evolve Meowth right now, it's gonna be on the danger zone. So we better evolve it right now. If we evolve it, we win the game, basically. Bronzong showed up at just the right time. It got knocked out. just when Bronzor got knocked out. They gave us a training court, so we're gonna make full use of everything. Got Escape Rope. We can actually use Chrono Wind, but they're probably gonna Bird Keeper switch. So there's no point doing that. It's better just to hit it with as much damage as possible. They got Cheryl though. I'm not sure if they're gonna play a Cheryl. They can actually Cheryl and then retreat. Cheryl, retreat, switch. Cheryl, they need to scoop up though. Cheryl, scoop up Crobat. And then switch. Attach energy with Frostmoth, retreat. Something like that. You know, it's a lot. It's quite complicated, but they can actually pull it off. In a single turn, they can pull it off. Reverse, erase the Chrono Wind effect, and we got the evolution card. That's great. So Chrono Wind is not gonna help out much. We're gonna do heavy impact right now. If they play a Cheryl though, I would be quite sad because they got one energy. It's quite easy to do a Cheryl right now, and then recover the energy. Capacious Bucket, switch, retreat, and then max bullet. And then they're clean. They got clean, 0 damage on the Intelleon. We need 2 more hits, and then we're done. So it's quite lucky that they actually discarded 2 Cheryls. Thank God they discarded those Cheryl cards with the research. But they could be playing more though. So apparently they have no energies. They didn't get energies. Playing too many Pokemon cards apparently. They got really unlucky though. They started with Snom and Sobble. And thank God we killed the Sobble because Drizzle can actually get them anything. So I think it was a smart move to kill the Sobble just now. So we got a Metal Energy on the Dialga. Let's just attach to that one. They can actually boss or kill the Bronzor anytime. So always be prepared for a Bronzong knockout. Attach as many energy on one Dialga as possible just in case they knock out a Bronzong. Because if they boss or knock out the Dialga, you can actually spread, re-spread your energies and then re-transfer them to reattach with your experience share and then retransfer to another Dialga. So yeah, it's actually safer that way. So we just need a boss order right now. I don't think, oh, we only have 1 copy, my bad. So we can't use boss order anymore because we used it for Sobble. And we're gonna attach to that one. Heavy impact. So it's the end. It's the end of the road. There's no way they can knock out 3 Pokemons in 1 turn. Or discard 3 energies in 1 turn. And tool cards, they need 2 Tool Scrapper, 3 Crushing Hammers. Or maybe just 1 Tool Scrapper and 2 Crushing Hammer. Yeah, they just need 1 and 2. Because we have no more Raihans. They got their energies too late. How many energies are they playing? They only got 5 copies. They got the buckets though. I think they discarded the buckets. I think they attached to Frostmoth just now and then discarded the energies with the research or something. I don't know. But they got really unlucky this turn, this game, because all the power supporter cards like Cheryl, Boss Order, it shows up at the wrong time. It showed up way too early, and the right supporters like Research showed up too late. And we just need to do our heavy impact. I almost called it max impact. 𝘿𝓼𝓷𝓰𝓵 has max impact. We can actually play we may be able to pull off a mustard right now, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I wanted to do a single strike scroll. I wanted to do a scroll right now, but I forgot I actually have a experience share attached to the active, so we can't do our super strong slash just because we already have a experience share on the active. So we won the game against Intelleon VMAX. Not bad. So let's go for the next one. We got a metal coin for our Bronzong Perrserker. We got a dragon deck sleeve for Dialga from Brilliant Stars, not Brilliant Stars, from Brilliant Diamond. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So it's a very snazzy deck. It's a very modern card. Not too old though. Evolving Skies quite early. It's quite kind of the latest set. Not Fusion Strike, not Brilliant Stars obviously, but it's still quite early. So we got VIP Pass, great, for one of each. We're going to attach the Psychic to Dialga, obviously. We can actually prepare for the retreat though, but they are probably going to just knock us out, right? They're probably going to knock us out with Air Balloon, 𝘿𝐿 Morpeko. They can just do 60 damage with one 𝘿𝐿. So we're going to quick ball for another Bronzor. Prepare for the knockout. There we go, 𝘿𝐿. VIP Pass. We got Snover and Morpeko, another one. Only 50 HP, isn't that crazy? It's only 50 HP. I think Spiritomb, Sun and Moon Spiritomb is like 60 HP. So Spiritomb is like a actually normal HP Pokemon, but it has like an insanely strong attack. With Hustle Belt as well, it's gonna make it super strong. But Morpeko is like, it has a counter to it. You know, it's like super strong in terms of the attacks damage that you get to do with single strike energy as well. But it's weak in terms of HP. So you need a Abomasnow. You can't do without a Abomasnow or your Cape of Toughness. So if you play like a Weezing and a Tool Jammer, all you need is a Zigzagoon to knock it out. Or you don't even need a Zigzagoon though, because they need damage counters on the Morpeko to knock it out, right? To damage you, right? So they're probably gonna have at least 20 damage on their Morpeko. So all you need is a Weezing and a Tool Jammer, because Weezing shuts down Abomasnow, Tool Jammer destroys Cape, and they got 50 HP left. Severe Poison will kill them. Quick Ball for another Dialga. We're gonna Bruno, maybe. Oh, we can't actually play a support card. We played it already. We're gonna attach one to each Dialga actually, because we have only one experience share, so we can't actually we don't have the luxury to attach everything to one. If we had more experience share, I would have attached everything to the Psychic Energy one. The Dialga with the Psychic Energy attached. So here comes the Houndoom. We're knocking out Perrserker right now. But at least we got to use Call to Muster. All we need is that first one, the first attack. The first Call to Muster is all we need, because we have experience share to keep recycling the energies in play. We can actually maintain the energy card count without discarding any energies. Each time our Pokemon gets knocked out, we are recycling it, we are retrieving it. Not retrieving, we are recovering the energies, because it's essentially kept inside our Pokemon, kept in play. And we're gonna use Bruno. We got the Scroll, but the Scroll is not gonna help us unless they play like a V card, like a Crobat or something later. So we're gonna keep the Scroll just in case. Never know. We're gonna Quick Ball for... We should actually discard the Research. Oh, we have another Emboar in the deck, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna attach it right now. And Chrono Wind. That's enough to knock it out. We don't need 4 energies. So we need experience shares like mad. We got 2 attached though. That's not bad. We just need 3 energies to knock it out. So unless they get a Bomb Snow. If they get a Bomb Snow, I don't think they can survive though, because they need 4 damage counters. Oh, they got Umbreon, so we can actually use the scroll on Umbreon. So they have 150 HP, right? If they don't have a Bomb Snow yet, so we can still kill it. We can still knock it out with Chrono Wind. I think I'm just gonna do the Psychic Energy and the Metal. It's not smart to play 2 Psychic, right? 2 Metal, my bad. And we're gonna put forth a Dialga. I don't think we're gonna get Bronzong anytime soon. It appears to be stuck inside the deck for some reason. We're gonna put forth our Dialga, attach an Impact. Oh, we may be able to play Mustard. I think we can, because we have a Aurora Energy. We're gonna do Aurora Energy and then play the Mustard, because we can actually use the Scroll to do 330 damage if we do Mustard right now, to kill the Umbreon VMAX later. They're probably gonna evolve Dark Signal. I mean, there's no point benching a Umbreon if you're not gonna evolve, right? Unless they plan to attack with it and not evolve. If they don't evolve though, it's gonna be much more easier for us to do the knockout. We're gonna do 1-hit knockout for 2 prize rather than 2-hit knockout for 3 prize, which is a little bit of a difference. It's basically a 0.5 price card of a difference. But it's still a difference nonetheless, so they have to evolve. It's kind of smarter to evolve. But since we already attached the Single Strike Scroll, they may not evolve just because they already see us having a Scroll in play. We're gonna move the energy cards, the basic energy to the active. But I don't think it's gonna help out much though, because we only have 1 experience share right now. If they Fan of Waves, I don't think that's a smart strategy, right? They can actually use Fan of Waves. So we're doing 110 damage with Chrono Wind right now, thanks to Fighting Fury stance from Emboar, Single Strike. 30 extra damage for all of your Single Strike Pokemon's attacks. And second Morpeko down. We got 4 prize cards left, they got 3 left. So it's actually looking really badly for us, because they can actually just use Morpeko and Urn of Vitality. They're running out of their urns though, so they can only play that many urns. They can't recycle that card. So let's hope they run out of it. And if they don't get a Bomb Snow in time, it's gonna be quite easy for us to do the knockout. I don't think it's gonna help out much though. If they have 4 damage counters on it, we just need 110 damage to knock it out. And we got Fighting Fury stance now, so we don't need to use Heavy Impact. We just need Chrono Wind to knock out the Morpeko, even with a Bomb Snow and Cape. They're running out the Cape as well, but they just need 4 damage counter to do a knockout, so they don't need the Cape. They don't need a Bomb Snow. Isn't that crazy? They don't need anything. We can knock it out with Perrserker, but we don't want to waste our experience share. If Perrserker gets knocked out, experience share is gonna get discarded, and we're not gonna be able to save those energies on Perrserker. So we can actually do a boss order right now, knockout for 2 prize, but we have to knock out the Morpeko. It's smarter to kill the active, because if we do that, we're actually denying them the energies. They may not get the Urn of Vitalities, because they have 3 discarded. They already played 3. So our best bet is to kill the active right now. We're gonna bench the Meowth. Research, we actually have to discard the boss order just to hopefully get experience share or an energy card. We got the experience share. We're gonna bench the Dialga. Hopefully they don't play Avery. Avery is gonna be super bad for this deck because we are relying on a lot of bench experience shares. We need a lot of experience share on our bench Pokemon and quite a lot of supports. We need 1 Bronzong, 1 Fighting Fury stance, and a few Dialgas on our bench. If they Avery is going to be quite bad because we have to discard Meowth or Perrserker or another Dialga or something. And we actually need Meowth to do a Mustard, possibly. If we haven't do the Mustard yet though, we wouldn't have an Emboar in play, so I don't think Avery is going to destroy us that much. But if we bench too much to start with, make sure you don't bench that many though. Make sure you have like 4 bench Pokemon to start with because they can play Avery. You have to prepare for that card every single game, every single turn. And you actually have to save 1 spot for Emboar as well. If they don't knock out your Pokemon, if they play a boss or a stall like what they're doing right now, Dark Signal stall, you can actually, you can actually do your Mustard to summon a Emboar. If you don't have 5 bench Pokemon, if you're stuck with 5 bench Pokemon, you can't draw cards with your Mustard because we actually need to draw cards as well. We need to play Mustard to be able to draw cards. We're playing 3 copies in this deck, so that supporter card can actually show up at the wrong time. If we have no Marnies, no research, nothing else but Mustard in our hand, we are forced to play that card just to draw cards into our hand. And sometimes we have to have a Meowth in play. We have to have no bench spot, no, what do you call that? No Pokemons on our bench to be able to play that card. 1 extra bench spot to be able to play a card, my bad. So we killed the Morpeko. We did our Bird Keeper. We have a limited amount of switch cards in this deck, so we have to be careful. They still have their Ball Sorter, so you have to watch out for that. Bronzong is dying. They are only attacker. They can only attack with Houndoom and Umbreon right now. They can actually attack with Snubber if they have a Impact Energy or a Bomb Snow. They're probably gonna get a Bomb Snow by now. There we go. And we can't hope to knock it out now because it's now 360 HP. We can't knock it out with a single strike Scroll of the Fanged Dragon. We can't do Super Strong Slash. We can't. If we can knock it out, we can collect the last 2 prize cards. We can do the knockout if they do enough single strike roar. If they roar enough times, we can do the knockout. So let's hope they roar twice. They have to roar twice though, because we are only doing 330 damage with Super Strong Slash. Not quite enough to knock it out. So I think they're gonna roar only once. No O Cemetery, so they are not damaging themselves. Tower of Darkness now. So there we go. They left with 340 HP, baiting us. They're trying to bait us to discard our energy cards, so you have to watch out for that. You have to watch out for opponents baiting you to discard your energy cards with Super Strong Slash, because we can do a lot of damage, but we can't do not enough to knock it out. 10 HP remaining, and they can actually drag the game out because we have 9 cards left in the deck. No energy cards. We can't actually retrieve those energy cards, so we have to watch out not to use that Super Strong Slash. If we use it, it's the end. If we use that attack, it's the end. So don't discard your energies unless you're certain, unless you're fully sure that you can knock it out with 1 hit. And, if you don't need those energy cards anymore, so it's only good for that final knockout hit. That's why we only are playing 1 copy, because you have to discard all of your energy cards. You can't use Experience Share anymore. So that scroll is quite silly, isn't it? It's quite. I don't think I got to play that scroll throughout the entirety of this video. I tried, but it's too difficult. It forces the opponent to play certain cards though, because it makes them preempt that attack and forces them to place waste their trainer cards to avoid the knockout hit, sort of. So they're trying to sabotage that tool card, and sabotaging that tool card actually helps us do the knockout with other attacks and somehow win the game with other cards, without playing that Super Strong Slash attack. It does help, but it doesn't help us do the knockout, apparently. 300 damage is not enough. You need your Emboar, single strike energy. 300 damage is not enough unless they're playing like a Butterfree VMAX or a Morpeko VMAX or like a V-Star. Okay, now we are stuck with Bronzong. We have one Escape Rope left in the deck. No Bird Keeper, one Escape Rope. And they're using a Marnie. We got Marnie as well. We got Raihan, but they are not doing the knockout anytime soon. They can actually knock us out the next turn though. If they do Single Strike Roar, they can do it right now. Deny us the Metal Transfer. If we don't have Metal Transfer, we can still do the knockout hit though. So they have no choice but to keep Bronzong alive. If they kill Bronzong, it's the end for them. So they have to somehow boss order knock out the scroll Dialga. And hope that we don't knock it out with our other Dialga. We have 3 experience share though, so I don't think they can win. It's looking really bad for them. But if they can somehow trap us in the active spot forever, we have 6 cards left in the deck. So we can actually transfer to our Bronzong and attack with Bronzong. But if we do that, we're gonna have to waste the energy cards on it. And if we have no Bronzong, we can't transfer the energy cards. We can recover the energy with experience share, but we're gonna have to spread the energy and we can't transfer them to Dialga anymore. So if we transfer 3 and we can't attack, we're gonna have to transfer the 2 Aurora energy on the Dialga. So it's better just to not attack yet. Just not attack with Bronzong yet, just in case. I actually didn't realize that I could attack with Bronzong this turn, just so you guys know. I was actually thinking about switching and retreating. I didn't realize that I could actually attack with our Heavy Stem. I think it's Heavy Stem. Bronzong can also attack. Oh, it's Zen Headbutt, my bad. It's Zen Headbutt. Because this is a post-recorded audio, so I'm actually narrating after the gameplay, if you guys don't realize that already. I'm sure you guys already know, but I'm just saying. And we got Escape Rope. I think we're playing Escape Rope right now. Marnie for Escape Rope. We can't actually stall that long. We got 6 cards left in the deck. 5 cards now. We have to watch out very closely. So we're gonna do Escape Rope and then transfer the energy around. We can actually attack with anything. We can attack with Emboar, we can attack with Perrserker. But it's better just to attack with Dialga. We're gonna bait them to kill this Dialga so that we get to transfer the metal energy and do heavy impact to knock out the Umbreon. We don't need the scroll anymore. We just need to hope that they don't pull their Tool Scrappers. If they pull Tool Scrapper, we have 1 Raihan, so I don't think they're gonna be that lucky to play 2 Tool Scrappers. I don't think they have Tool Scrapper in this deck because it's like so many Pokemon cards. They got Abomasnow, Houndoom, Morpeko, Crobat, Urn of Vitality, Old Cemetery, so many Stadium cards and Incense, so many different cards as well. So Boss Order, again another Boss Order. So they just did that. They switched to a Umbreon, trying to tank damage, avoiding the knockout. And we realized it and we're gonna attack with Bronzong now. But if we attack, they are gonna knock us out, and then we don't get the transfer anymore. If we don't get the transfer, we have to make full sure that we can knock it out with Chrono Wind. Can we knock it out with Chrono Wind? So we have to transfer, I think we have to actually transfer all 3 to 1 Dialga. If we do that though, they can actually boss or knock out the Dialga, the other Dialga. So we have to actually keep 1 Aurora energy on each and possibly attach the metal to the other Dialga. It's smarter to attach the basic metal to the one with the experience share. because that way you get to that way we get to attack. I don't know what's the best thing to do right now actually, but we have a lot of safety nets. If they Bronzor to knock out the Dialga, we have so many experience shares and metal transfer. We have Raihan as well, so we got a million safety nets. I don't think we need to be too worried at all. We just need to keep 2 Aurora energies, 1 Aurora on each Dialga, and that's it. That's all we need to worry about. If they somehow play 2 Fan of Waves, I don't think they'll play that card. If they somehow pull that off, then we're screwed. Because we need that Aurora energy. We can't do a Raihan though. Raihan for Aurora, and we can transfer after the experience share takes effect. So I don't think there's any way they can win. It's like a total bind for them. They can actually drag the game out though by retreating to a Abomasnow or something. Abomasnow has 180 HP, Crobat has 200 plus HP. So they're probably gonna retreat to Crobat right now. And we're finally gonna attack with Zenhit, but I think they have 200 plus HP remaining. I don't think they have that much. Heavy Impact is definitely gonna kill them. I'm not sure if Chrono Wind is gonna kill them though. Chrono Wind can actually force them to not attack. So they can't win by drawing their prize cards now. Because if they knock us out, if they knock anything out, we can use a Raihan. If they knock out the Dialga, we can transfer the energy, so they are totally screwed. They can't win by collecting the prize cards. They have to somehow trap us until we deck ourselves out. Draw our final card from the deck, and then, without drawing the last prize card, and we lose the game by not finishing the prize cards. So we're just gonna do the, because we can't actually knock it out with Chrono Wind. If we can actually do a retreat, metal transfer. So we are forced to do another Zenhit, and they just retreated to Crobat, which is the only route to victory that they can manage. So we have no choice but to play do Zenhit, but again it's actually quite close now because we have to do Zenhit, but and Chrono Wind. If we retreat right now, they can actually somehow earn a Vitality. I think they have 1 last earn of Vitality. So they can... Oh, I don't think they have enough though. Oh, they have Abomasnow, so they can still do a double Roar. They can still do double Single Strike Roar to the Umbreon and attack, knock out the Dialga with a switch. So we can't do a retreat. We had to do a Zenhit but just now. And we can actually do the retreat right now. Oh, it's still not enough. So we have to do another Zenhit, but we have a Marnie, so we have a Marnie to save our hand later. So we actually have a few turns left. If they somehow boss or something else, we can transfer the energy and retreat, and then transfer the energy to the Dialga after the retreat, and then do the knockout hit. All we need is a Chrono Wind. If they somehow retreat, if they just need 1 energy to retreat though. If they retreat to Abomasnow, we can't win that easily, but we just need 1 more turn, right? We have Marnie. Marnie is gonna save us. Marnie is gonna save us so many turns. We can't play any cards. We shouldn't discard our item cards. We should be saving our cards in our hand so that we get to put them back inside the deck. And now we have 4 more turns. 3 more turns, my bad. Excluding this turn. So Chrono Wind. We just need 2 turns to knock out the Abomasnow. If they somehow retreat again with the Abomasnow, we need another 2 turns to knock out the bloody Houndoom. Because Houndoom actually has 180 HP as well. So let's go for the third one. Third game with our Dialga. The Temporal Mustard. Temporal Mustard. Galarian Meowth. It looks like the devil, doesn't it? It has horns. Should be a dark type. My bad. Alolan is a dark type. We already have a dark Meowth. Now it's a metal type. Isn't that cool? It's a totally different type though. From normal type to dark type, it's quite an obvious shift because it's a cat. But now it's like a radical shift to a metal type. It's like a steel furs and I don't know, steel spikes, steely spirit. Galarian Perrserker. I don't know what the reference is, honestly. I don't know what Galarian Meowth actually refers to. I don't see the reference. They are playing a Vikavolt Butterfree deck, so it's a control deck, Paralyzing Bolt, Item Lock, Galar Mine, and Confusion. So it's a very annoying deck that we're up against. So we have to somehow we have to somehow play our item cards right now as early as possible, attach our tool cards fast, use up our Evolution Incense, because they're gonna use Paralyzing Bolt anytime now. We're just gonna keep one bench spot open for a Mustard, you never know, because they can't actually knock out the Meowth right now, not with the Paralyzing Bolt, unless they do like a Turbo Patch or something. BD switch. Marnie's Pride. Marnie's Pride is actually worse than BD if you ask me. Well, BD is quite bad though, because you actually need 2 basic energies in your hand. You need 2 basic energies in your hand to pull off a BD, double energy attachment, or a special energy and a basic energy, an extra energy in your hand basically. An extra basic energy. Because you can actually attach the special energy from your hand as your, as your turn's energy cost. And they just gave a Heartbreak sign, which is good news for us apparently. No Galar Mine, not yet. No Paralyzing Bolt this turn apparently. So we get to use Incense. If we don't have Incense, we can actually use Evolution Roar to get our Evolution card. So we don't need the Incense for Perrserker, but we do need the Incense for Bronzong. We got Experience Share, that's great. But I think they played a Tool Scrapper later. They're gonna do Tool Scrapper. So instead of Tool Jammer, they have Tool Scrapper, which is quite annoying. They are playing Paralyzing Bolt Tool Scrapper. That means you can't attach any more tool cards. They're gonna discard any tool cards in play. So it's actually quite, it's very disruptive, definitely very disruptive. We can actually play a Mustard without the Meowth if we draw it from the top deck, because we have an Aurora energy, so we're just going to discard the Meowth. If we get a Mustard, we have to wait for a knockout anyways. I don't think they're going to knock us out anytime soon, because Paralyzing Bolt is not doing much. So apparently both players are stuck right now. We can actually do Call to Muster twice though. If we get stuck, if they do a Galar Mine. They're probably going to scoop it up right now. Scoop up net. Butterfree, they're probably going to get it out and deny us another Call to Muster. If we do another Call to Muster, they are definitely screwed, right? So they're going to have to bring out their Butterfree right now. Oh, we get to do it again. They gave us that. I think they got a really bad hand. I don't think they're gonna give us that if they have a Butterfree in their hand. So we get to use it a second time, which is great. I think we're gonna do a Psychic Energy right here. Psychic Energy on the second one. We got Aurora on the other one, so we're good. Got another Aurora in our hand. Raihan as well. Here comes the Butterfree. Confusing us, denying us another Muster. So if we flip a Tails with a Confusion, can they knock us out? Oh, we heal from the burn though. So that means if we flip a Tails, we can actually survive the poison. We can survive one more turn. So I'm just going to gamble on one coin flip. I'm going to gamble on one but not the next one. Because if we flip another one the next turn, we're definitely going to knock ourselves out. Passing the turn, giving them Dialga on a silver platter. I don't want to be giving them anything on a silver platter. No platters. Oh, we got a Tails. That's bad. So, can they knock us out with special conditions? If they do that, we can't use a Raihan. If they knock us out with burn, poison, we can't use a Raihan. They have to use, they're probably going to use Paralyzing Bolt though, by now, right? Like, scoop it up and do Paralyzing Bolt. They got a really shit hand though, apparently. We got a shit hand as well, got nothing but a Raihan. So, scoop up net finally. And they just need, like a speed energy or something to get them running. Draw cards and damages. So if they do Paralyzing Bolt, they can knock us out faster. Oh, we healed from the burn, so we're actually surviving this turn again. We're surviving another turn, so we're not gonna flip the coin. We healed from the burn, fortunately. Thank God. So no silver platters. And if they don't do Paralyzing Bolt, we can play our item cards. If they use Paralyzing Bolt, we can use Raihan. So whatever they do, we're okay. But it's better for them to do Paralyzing Bolt because we don't need our item cards. We just need to play Raihan. We don't need to play. We need to play Evolution Incense though, but I think we can Raihan for a Bronzong. It's better to Raihan for a supporter card. Always Raihan for a supporter card if you have nothing else in hand. Because you can actually draw a Bronzong if you get a supporter card on your next turn. So it's better to Raihan for a supporter card if you have a shit hand. So we got a Raihan. We're gonna Raihan for a research. Because we don't need those quick balls. We can actually do Chrono Wind because it actually blocks them from attacking. They're gonna have to switch, retreat. And it's not going to be that easy with Galarmine. They're going to trap themselves with Galarmine. They can actually do Bird Keeper, scoop up net though, and attack again with Super Zap Cannon and knock us out. So Super Zap Cannon is going to be the killer attack for this game. If they can manage to pull off that attack the next turn, this turn, if they can do a Bird Keeper, switch Escape Rope or something, and then scoop up the Butterfree, they need another energy card though. So probably gonna play a supporter card by now, right? I mean, they haven't played a supporter card yet. Finally, a Marnie. Okay, we can't use the research, but oh well. At least you get to draw 4 cards. Not bad. And we got our Bird Keeper Mustard. We need to Bird Keeper for Bronzong. We can't Bird Keeper for Incense. Oh, we can actually use Incense now because they can't use Paralyzing Bolt. They can't attack. Chrono Wind blocks them from attacking, so we can use our item cards now. So thanks to Dialga, we can do our Evolution Incense. We're gonna Bird Keeper or Marnie. We can actually do a Marnie though. Marnie draws us more cards, and we have to evolve right now. It's better to do a Marnie because it increases the chances of us doing our Incense. If we don't do Incense this turn, they're definitely going to switch and attack us with Paralyzing Bolt the next turn. So might as well just do Heavy Impact, knock it out, and then Incense. We got no Incense. That's horrible. Oh well, we got the next one ready to go though. We got another Dialga. Gonna bench that one. And Heavy Impact for 2 prize cards. We can actually block them again with Chrono Wind, but they're probably gonna get their switch cards by now. So 2 prize, first 2 prize. Oh, we got a Bronzong. Let's hope they don't Marnie us though. We got the Bronzong, the raw Bronzong card. The secret rare one at that. A secret rare metal transfer. Paralyzing Bolt. I hate it when they play item cards. When they're like locking you from playing item cards and in your face playing item cards just to annoy you further. Playing so many item cards in your attack. Scoop up net, energy surge. Tool Scrapper. So we got the Bronzong. They didn't use a Marnie. That's great. We're gonna save our Aurora energy, save the Aurora on the bench, and then do Chrono Wind right now. We can't do experience share, but we have enough energies in play thanks to our Perrserker. We got 2 Call to Musters, get to fit in twice, the attack twice, thanks to their Galar Mine apparently. Oh, they don't have a Galar Mine though. Initially they didn't have that stadium card, thanks to their Vigavolt being stuck on the bench. They couldn't do a retreat, their Brick Hand. So Chrono Wind erased with Escape Rope. We're gonna put the low energy Dialga, so that if they knock it out, we got another one ready to go. If they don't knock it out, we can do either a Bird Keeper or another energy attachment. Probably gonna Marnie right now. Oh, they got Cape of Toughness. That's not gonna help them, right? 260 HP. We got 210 plus 80. That's 290. We don't need Emboar. Emboar is not gonna do much for us for this game. We don't need that card for this game. We don't have Meowth anyways to discard our hand, but we are playing so many item cards. We need to discard VIP Pass though. So we got Great Ball for Meowth, and we're just gonna bench that actually. And Chrono Wind. So now we just need to do Heavy Impact twice to win the game. Because one knocks out the V card for 2 price, another one knocks out a Butterfree or a Metapod. If they bring out another Vigavolt though, it's going to be a bit more difficult. But we can actually play a Mustard the next turn. If we top deck a item card or an energy, we just need another energy though for the last knockout. Because we can't actually knock out the Butterfree even with an Emboar. Chrono Wind only does 110 damage. Butterfree is actually 120 HP. So we actually want a control deck. We want Vigavolt with Galar Mine and Butterfree. That's quite a big win actually. So let's go for the last game. With a Gengar coin, they got a Mega Gengar coin. Phantom Gate. Oh, I love that attack. If you guys remember that the old Mega Gengar EX card, that attack was so cool. Phantom Gate. Get to choose any one of your opponent's Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. Wow. That's like Ditto VMAX, but it's better because Ditto VMAX only allows you to use your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. Gengar EX Mega Gengar allows you to use any of your opponent's Pokemon's attacks for only 3 energies. 3 colorless energy if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 1 psychic and 2 colorless, I don't know. Because it's a ghost type. Gengar is actually a ghost poison type. I thought it was a full-on ghost type or a ghost dark type, but it's only recently that I found out, quite embarrassingly, that it's a ghost poison type. Because Gengar is weak towards Gengar VMAX is weak towards fighting type, so it's definitely a poison type. Ground type, my bad. Ground, rock, fighting. Because now dark type is the poison equivalent. Dark poison is the same symbol, so Gengar is a poison type. If it's a dark type, it would be weak towards grass type. Bug Pokemon, my bad. Dark is actually weak towards bug type, so the grass symbol is actually bug type, but people keep calling it grass. You can be a bug, you can be a grass, you can be... That's all you can be actually. Only 2 types, my bad. Fire is only fire. Psychic is like fairy type now, and ghost. Poison is no more psychic. Okay, let's focus on the game. I've been droning on about Gengar too much. Gengar is quite cool though. There's like so many cool Gengars out there. Mega Gengar, Gengar VMAX, Gengar Life Shaker, Gengar Chilling Rain, Last Gift. Gengar is like such a popular card. They're giving so many cool attacks and abilities, and so many cool effects for Gengar. Single Strike as well. Obviously it's a single strike, right? Because it's a dark type. Poison, my bad. And we got 3 energies attached to it. We got no Perrserker, but that's fine. We just need to use Chrono Wind. If they somehow boss order, we're dead. Let's hope they don't get their boss order. They used one already. So they got Max Tox Breeze, attaching 1 energy at a time. Same goes for our Dialga. So they play Avery, that's good news. And Galarmine. Okay, so Butterfree control deck. Let's hope they don't play Crushing Hammers. If they play Crushing Hammer, we're done for. Because we have no way of reattaching energy cards other than Experience Share. If they discard our energy cards, we can't do anything about it. We have no Metal Saucer, only 1 Raihan in this deck. Metal Saucer Bronzong actually works really well, but I prefer Experience Share because they are more likely to knock you out than discard your energies. They have to flip a coin if they play Crushing Hammer anyways, so it's better just to prepare for a knockout. If they play special conditions though, if they knock you out with effects of attacks or special conditions, you can't use Experience Share. Experience Share doesn't let you reattach energy cards unless it gets knocked out, unless your opponent knocks out your active Pokemon with damage from an attack. So it's very specific. You have to be knocked out by damage from an attack, and it has to be your active Pokemon. If they play Kyogre, you can't use Experience Share anymore, so might as well just discard it with Quick Ball or anything else. Experience Share is useless if they play Kyogre, unless unless they knock you out with a Volcarona. So Crushing Hammer flips the tails. They are playing Crushing Hammers, thank God. And we just use a Chrono Wind on them and they healed everything. So Chrono Wind is going to be our main gambit here. It's going to be our lifesaver. Saving Grace. They have to retreat or switch. They are trapping themselves because even though they have 0 retreat, now they need to discard 2 energies. And we got Experience Share. That's attached to Bronzor. We got 1 Incense. We should be evolving the Bronzong. We can actually play our Mustard right now. So we're going to attach the Aurora Energy. We're going to save the Evolution Roar for later. We don't want to be discarding our energy card, so might as well just attach it. And then Mustard. Chrono Wind again. We can actually decide whether to Heavy Impact just because we have our Metal Transfer already. If they play Avery, it's gonna be super bad because we should actually be transferring the Metal Energy from Meowth to our Bronzong, because that actually prepares us for an Avery, which they're gonna play now. If you guys can foresee the future, I can actually see the future because I'm recording after the game. The voiceover is actually after gameplay, so I can see the future. Only in terms of this game. So Lucky Ice Pop, let's hope they flip another Tails, that's great. 3 Ice Pops down, 1 last one to go. 1 Mumu Cheese and 1 Yell Tower down. few more Cheryls to go. Probably gonna play Cheryl, but if they play Cheryl though, they need Rillaboom to retrieve the energies, or Raihan, Rose. They can just do a Rose the next turn. But if they play Cheryl, they can't attack them without... They can't do Rose and Cheryl on the same turn, right? So Avery, we're gonna have to discard Meowth here. I don't think we can discard Emboar because we need to do extra damage since they're healing so much. They're healing constantly, so we have to rely on the tiny amount of damage that Chrono Wind gives us to basically not only block them but collect those tiny damage counters. Even though it's just like 2 or 3 damage counters, you can eventually knock it out with Heavy Impact by the by the 5th turn or whatever. But if we don't do Heavy Impact though, it's gonna be bad. We should be doing Heavy Impact twice instead of Chrono Wind that many times, because they can actually retreat and evolve the next Butterfree. And they're gonna do Dizzying Poison right now. So we can't be poisoned thanks to Impact, but we can be confused, sadly. And we discarded that 1 energy thanks just because we don't have the foresight to transfer it to the Bronzong. But if we invest too much on Bronzong though, they're gonna just boss or knock it out. So it's better to transfer to the Emboar. So we're gonna attach one to Emboar. I don't think we're gonna bench anything, we're just gonna Marnie right now. And hope they don't draw their control cards. Or the VMAX. Or a Rose for that matter. I don't think they're playing anything but Butterfree VMAX. A full-on Butterfree VMAX deck. Heal cards, a lot of heal cards because fire decks are not that popular yet because Magma Basin is not out. Once that card is out, people are gonna spam fire decks so much. So they are making full use of the card, the fact that Magma Basin is not out yet, to play their Butterfree VMAX. Because if your opponent is not playing Victini, if your opponent is not playing, I think that's the only viable fire deck. Victini is the only viable fire deck. Volcanion as well. Cinderace. There's not a lot of meta fire decks out there, but they have no way of avoiding VMAX weakness. So we can actually knock it out right now because we can do 160 multiplied by 2, 320 damage thanks to the weakness. And they have no way to defend themselves from that because there's no weakness guard for grass types. There's a coating energy for metal type, there's a Dunsparce for normal type. There's actually a Chandelier for all types. Chandelier from Rebel Clash, I keep saying that, but it's actually a card that nobody uses. So I may actually play that card in one of my future videos. No promises, but I may actually feature that card just because the attack is, the ability is so cool. You get to protect all of your Pokemon with energies attached to them from weakness. So if your Pokemon has no energy attached to it, you can't actually activate the ability. But if you have any energies attached to it, you can actually defend it from weakness. It is a stage 2 though, but you can use top entry Lampent to evolve it fast. Oranguru, top entry, Altaria maybe. That's too many Pokemon though. I don't think Altaria is gonna be Milotic, my bad. I don't think Milotic is gonna make the deck too strong because it's gonna make it way too bulky. Milotic Oranguru is definitely a super cool combo. I played Milotic Oranguru with my Indeedee deck, Indeedee, hand draw deck, and Kinesis, with the Schoolboy, Schoolgirl, Reedent V, Oranguru, what's it called? Nugget. Oranguru Nugget is so fun to play if you have Milotic. So we're gonna transfer everything right now. Transfer around and attach the Psychic to. We should actually be transferring. Let's just keep the tool card in our hand. We want to be doing a surprise hit, right? Just in case they attach a tool card. 300 damage is exactly enough to knock it out. We need another 30 damage if they attach a big charm. And they're gonna knock out Emboar right now, so we can't actually play Mustard the next turn because we have no Meowth. So we're actually stuck if they play a big charm. We're stuck. If they don't play a big charm, we can actually knock it out the next turn. With that one tool card. Or super strong slash. 300 damage, exactly enough to knock out the Butterfree VMAX. Let's see if we can play this attack. Let's see if we can use this tool card for the extra advantage because we actually have 3 prize cards remaining, so we just need a VMAX knockout right now. We just use a 𝘿𝑗𝑚 for 8 cards. 𝘿𝑗𝑚 for a Butterfree VMAX deck. Oh, and they got their big charm. We can't do it anymore. Another Butterfree on the bench. We can retreat and Dizzying Poison again, which is quite annoying. And we just need to do Chrono Window. Just keep doing Chrono Wind, right? And then wait for Escape Rope, Ball SSH, or like Bird Keeper. So we're just gonna Raihan right now. We actually got a Raihan. Oh, and they conceded. We won against a Butterfree VMAX deck, which is quite cool. A control deck with Galar Mines and Crushing Hammer and heal cards. A lot of heal cards, Lucky Ice Pops and such. They got 𝘿𝑗𝑚 and Moo Cheese as well. Probably a Cheryl and maybe Rose as well. So that's all for this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's called the Single Musketeer, featuring our Dialga and our Perrserker. Galarian Perrserker with the Call to Muster attack, allowing you to attach 2 energies. Search your deck for any 2 energy, attach 2 basic energy, and attach it to your Pokemon in any way you like. And then we got our Bronzong to transfer those energies, Experience Share to retrieve, to recover them in play, maintain the energy card count in play, and basically transfer them around and then attack with heavy impact turn after turn. We got 1 Raihan as well, and musters for our Emboar to do 240 damage with heavy impact turn after turn non-stop with our Dialga single strike. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, entertaining, or fulfilling in any way, we'll see you next time. Have a great day, and bye for now, lovely people. Tune in for the next one for more cool new combos featuring new cards from Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, Pokemon Celebrations. Today we are featuring the new Fusion Strike Perrserker with the Call to Muster attack, allowing you to attach turbocharged 2 energies on your second turn, because you obviously need to evolve this stage 1 Pokemon, but it's only 1 energy cost, and you get to bring into play those 2 energy cards, basic energy, so that you get to transfer them with not only just transfer them, but also recycle them with your Experience Share. So all you need to do is basically attach from your deck. You need to just get your energy cards into play, as many as you can early on in the game, and then all you need to worry about is attach your Experience Share, and then you're good to go. Recover those energies, you don't need to attach anymore. You just need to keep transferring them with your Bronzong, and you're good to go for heavy impact non-stop, killing VMAXs easy with 1 hit. With 2 hits, but you can actually kill a V card with 1 hit as well. 240 damage if you get your mustard for Emboar. We are playing 2 copies of Emboar and 3 musters in this deck, plus that 1 Pokégear to get our mustard, and also 3 copies of our Galarian Meowth to discard our hand, to empty our hand to be able to play our mustard card, because we can't play mustard without having no other cards in our hand. And then we also have our regular supporter cards, Marnie, Research, Bruno, Raihan, yada yada yada. So that's all. Enjoy your life and have a great day. Bye guys.